Hi guys, this is Keelan. Looking back to my channel, Compass America, and the topic that I'm going to talk about today is basically if you have been on social media, either on Facebook or any kind of social media, you're basically learning about the George Floyd situation, which is a victim he died from getting choked out by police brutality, and basically the subsequent protesting. And so as a recent, when I'm playing with the updates, there's protests outside in Berlin, in Germany, outside the U.S. embassy, and they're chanting Black Lives Matter. The protest protests are a lot of embassies. There's protests in L.A. There's protests in Washington. There's protests in Phoenix, Arizona. And as you know, and if you don't know, there was also a protest for there was also a protest for Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky. And if you know that situation, she was also a victim of police brutality. Basically, she was the victim of she was the victim of a no knock raid, and no knock raids were basically invented like doing a they were invented to try to protect cops and try to keep basically so cops don't certain warrants don't have to not gonna do it because basically protect cops, keep cops safe because somebody have a gun. The person they're going to have guns or whatever and stuff for cop safety, and also to stop the person from getting rid of evidence or trying to flee. Like, in other situations, when they notice the person that they should have a warrant on is dangerous or connected on anyway into dealing drugs because you know drugs and guns are basically synonymous basically. That's why that's basically why the SWAT or whatever was invented. The SWAT teams were invented for that reason, and raids and all of that. That's why the government was given spare from the Department of Defense. They were giving surplus weapons to the U.S. law enforcement, like helicopters, all kind of tactical gear, and all kind of military grade vehicles, just for the reason to counteract these drug dealers and drug kingpins that was popping up on during the Reagan and Nixon and subsequent presidential administrations. And so, I want to get back to the Breonna Taylor situation, that a protest, like I was saying, in Louisville, Kentucky, that was as a result of her getting killed. Know that what happened was it tried to besmirch and to throw dirt on her character, her name, and her husband. The cops stored and said they identified themselves at first, they changed their story because that a witness, that somebody said a witness or whatever, and when they read the house, her boyfriend Kenneth Walker shot one of the cops, and good thing he didn't die, but they still charged him with the murder. And basically, the cop didn't die because he had a wallet that stopped the damage from his leg, which could have been even more even more serious. Know that those cops have a history of police, of brutality, and all kind of other complaints that lines against them. Basically, they out on administratively. It tried to charge Brown Taylor's boyfriend Kenneth Walker with attempted murder, and let him go after outcry and pressure from and pressure from the black community and other groups that was trying to get him out of jail. And basically he's getting a lot of calls for people to he's getting a lot of calls for people to for him to leave the country because, as you know, cops don't like black people who get off hurt when they own, or who get off when they was trying to railroad them on using the justice system or whatever. You know, cops are known for taking the laws into their own hands or trying to set the situation to where they have to kill a person, and then you found out this person was subsequently connected got them fired or something like that, and they been to kill somebody, witness or something. You know, basically the whole entire deal basically called retaliation. And so I'm going to get back to the situation with George Floyd. he was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so has been following Twitter. You know, a lot of these loon bags been saying that I'm basically I'm going to get back to the conspiracy theories and the stuff like regarding her in basically in another video, her and the SWAT. If you've been playing the politics, which is Elon Omar, Ayanna Presley, Talib, Ocasio Cortez. If you've been following that. So back to the Judge Floyd situation. The cop, as you know, was arrested. If you've been following, if you get updates through Twitter and other forms of social media or news, he's been arrested, but he's only been charged with he's only been charged with murder, with third degree murder, and other crimes. But if you don't know, third degree murder is basically akin to an accident, basically accidental death. And as you know, if you watch the video, it was nothing accidental about that. And not only that, the coroner report, the coroner changed his original initial report, which was he was killed. He could have been killed, could have been exacerbated by the police like pressing or harassing with his on his neck. And as you know, cuffed quite already. That's why not supposed to cut off people actually people's brain for a long period of time. Going to cause brain damage, it cause irreparable damage to their heart if they have like an underlying like respiratory or cardiovascular condition. And that's situation. So a lot of people are telling the family of George Floyd that they need to have an independent autopsy on him, and only they need to file a wrongful death lawsuit because the cop that killed him was just Derek Chauvin. Well, I think it's Derek Chauvin. He on the cop. The other cop that was holding his body down, putting pressure on his body to where he couldn't get up. He did also be charged with at least second degree or in the betting in a murder or whatever, at least something, because these protests is not going to stop. These protests are not going to stop if you keep killing black people and letting cops off like this. And then and I'm gonna make another video talking about a lot of these white conservatives that's trying to use some of them is trying to use these white folks that were quote unquote killed by the police and to try to gaslight black folks, asking why there was no protest for them. Act like they care for them at least. So as I'm gonna say about that, and also I want to touch on, if you've been attention, there's another situation in which if you pay attention to with the lady in a dog park in New York, in Central Park, which is a famous park there. It came recently that she that she have a history of harassment and situations with the police. So basically, you know how they try to get killed by the cop or whatever, abused by the cop. They were trying to get the person pass or whatever and stuff to try to justify why they was killed and abused all these years later or whatever. Like stupid. So they try to find any kind of justification for what the cop did what they did to try to cause doubt or throw basically try to destroy the person's character or whatever, and try to spray public opinion towards the cop being justified in what he did. And so they try to do the same thing to George Floyd. I think that was a white lawyer or something on Twitter. He basically showed George Floyd's rap sheet, and the guy hadn't done any crime in 13 years. In 13 years, he's been a model system for 13 years, trying to change his life. He was actually a protester. Changed his life around. He actually had videos talking about how we're gonna improve the black community in this generation, and what should be done in ways that we could try to improve our situation as a people and as a community globally. And and so this cop, and so The latest situation is that first of all, they story about him resisting. Because camera angle, if you've ever saw the other camera, there's more footage from that. Camera angle from another store shows that he never resisted. They already had him in handcuffs. He's already basically subdued. No, nothing. Put him in the back of the car. It don't take them much to put somebody in the back of the truck and in the back of the paddy wagon. So in another situation is that the and another situation that it was allegedly it was called over him using a forgery 20 or a fake 20 whatever stuff, which he nobody really, like, he don't have to die over him, like who knew he killed over using, like, and basically the store owner was saying there's a chance that he didn't know that was he said a lot of people don't know. Like, I mean, he said he must be giving it to, and he didn't know or whatever. So he don't he don't have a history of using fake 20 or fake money to buy stuff. And And so another update is that the cop who killed, who knew all this, knew on George Floyd's neck, with his hands in his pocket or whatever, basically showing that he don't give a f about his life or about what the people that was recording was saying, and they're pleased for him to do the right thing and have, at least have basic humanity. His wife is divorcing him, which is not shocking because she don't want the public outcry, or she don't want the drama that's gonna result if he doesn't get a if he doesn't get convicted of something. Which, me personally, I don't think I don't think he's gonna get convicted, because what the lawyers in Minnesota are saying, the prosecutor in Minnesota is saying that there's no evidence to support like any wrongdoing was done or whatever foolishness they're gonna try to spew out their mouth. So basically, if you're thinking of, and so this ties into what I'm gonna say about Amy Klobuchar, and the fact that basically she doesn't need to be a vice candidate nominee or vice president, because she's responsible for police brutality in Minnesota. And she was the top prosecutor and didn't do anything about it, and now she's gonna try to gaslight black folks and try to act like she care about us, or black people that live in Minnesota, and black communities in Minnesota, like she care. And she was this little phony message, like a little phony, like heartfelt message, or a letter to his family and to the other people in Minnesota, and basically to Black American communities around America, basically how she's sad by this murder or whatever. By this murder, I'm like, you had a chance to put this animal away. He had multiple complaints in the double digits with stuff, and some of the stuff was enough to put him, at least take him off the street, so he couldn't kill nobody in the capacity of being a cop, and have that legal immunity to kill somebody, because he basically he had a badge. He was basically a gangster in blue. So so she was never a strong candidate in my personal opinion. And anybody that votes for, you need to check yourself, because if she already showing you about her background, she's not doing nothing for black folks until it's convenient for her. Then when you think she's gonna do as an office, when she's the vice president? Because if Joe Biden do manage to beat Trump, he's not if he do manage to beat Trump, and he's already showing he has mental decay. He's not gonna last long. She's gonna be president. So which thing she's gonna be doing? She's gonna be annoying. She's gonna be annoying police brutality. She's gonna be annoying police brutality, like around America, just like she was doing. Just like she was annoying in her state, and letting these cops off and not prosecuting, or at least having the Minnesota Department of Justice investigate. So I'm on AG investigate. So I'm not. So I'm not very hopeful about the situation that is that the person, that the officer who killed George Floyd is going to get in serious time, which is going to create more protests and havoc. As in we right now we're finding out about more black more black people that were killed Black Americans that was killed by police that we didn't even get word of or know about, because there even some of them are even worse than what happened to George Floyd. So I just like anybody that's going through anything as protesting out there, wish y'all wish y'all no, but good luck, and God God bless y'all, and y'all be safe out there, guys. If you want more videos like this, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later in more videos.